Hey folks, Jimmy D here from Jimmy D's Guitar Lessons and Rock Talk. You're probably wondering, what's with the mess? Don't you clean up after yourself? Well, hey, today's March 9th when I'm doing this, and it's time to work on that guitar that I was telling you about, that build that I got. So today I'm actually going to clean this up, and then we're going to start building. So stick around. Yeah. All right, that's a little cleaner. So now we're going to get out the project and we're going to go over it. So stick around again. Alrighty, remember the kit I got for Christmas? I kind of reviewed this on another video, so probably up here you'll see a link. Or just check it out on my channel, because I'm sure you've already subscribed. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. It helps me out and gets me motivated. And I'll probably make this go a little smoother. But let's check out and see what's in the box again and what we're going to do. Alright. So we got the solo guitar. Today I'm going to work on getting this ready for paint. I'm gonna do, it's gonna be black and purple on the front and black with a little bit of purple on the back here. And then on the neck, we're going to do black here, really black, like dark black, and on the sides and on the back. And then here we're gonna do a little bit of the black with the purple in there, and just give it a coat of clear. So I guess my goal for today would be, I actually just want to sand the back of this all the way up to the binding and leave the top. I want to stain the back, and then I want to clear coat it just with the rattle can clear for now. There's a method to my madness coming up, but I want to get this ready and protected so then I could work on the top. Then when I work on the top, I'll sand it. I'll do my black and purple, and then I'll put a couple coats of rattle can clear on there. This is from the solo kit. I got this. Some guy on Facebook Marketplace was selling this, so I picked it up before Christmas. I don't think I'm going to put the pick guard on here, but yeah, I'm just going to get things ready so I can start sanding. And we'll take it from there. Like I say, this already has some rattle can clear on here. Why they do that is just for shipping. But I want to sand all this off to here. And then we're going to start staining. I got some, oops, I dropped my mic. I've got some stain on here I could use. I did some, looked at a lot of stuff online, a lot of YouTube stuff. So this is the brand here that I'm using. So I've got a purple and a black. So I'm going to have black around the edge, purple in the middle. It's going to look like a burst. And I guess I'm pretty confident because I think it's going to look really, well, I know it's going to look really cool. Kind of nervous after I said that, but I'll be right on. So stick around and we'll watch it. I found this old towel I had kicking around. I'm going to use that to collect the dust. I have this on here. So what I'm going to use, I've got some 220 grit sandpaper and I got some 320 grit sandpaper. I'm going to start off with 220 grit, see how it goes. Like I said, just to get all this stuff off, the rattle can clear on here, so when I stain it, the wood will pick up the stain. That's basically what it is. I know it's very hard to see on the camera, but if you know what I mean, you'll know what I mean. Okay, let's get the camera ready and start sanding. All right, this might get a little boring, so I'm probably going to speed this up, but I'm just going to work away, see where we go. And yes, I'm going to hand sand it. I could get my palm sander or orbital sander out, but it's a small area. So how can you tell if it's clear coat? When you're sanding, it's white. Okay, that's your clear coat. Any of you guys ever done one of these builds? If you have, leave a comment below. Let me know how I'm doing, if this is the way you do it, or if you have any tips. Because then we could compile those comments and we could educate everybody so they do a good job on there. So I'm going to continue sanding, and hopefully it's not too dusty for the camera. I'm trying to keep the dust a little low. I'm going to go get this, dampen this cloth here and wipe down the dust. Yeah, let's continue to sand. So far it's looking not too bad. I still have a bit to go. I just put a little bit of water on here with the rag. And it's good to do that because you could see if the water fills into the grains. Looks like I got most of the clear coat off, which is good. But I'll keep going. All right. Back to speeding her up. One thing to note, this is the back of the guitar, and I never really want to say you don't have to be picky or whatnot, but it is the back. It's going to take up. The stain's going to take up in the wood. It's a good place to start off is on the back, because if you make any mistakes, you could correct them, and then you'll get good for when you do the front. It's maple. It's very important. So, and just continue sanding away. Okay, I'm almost done. I'm going to get ready to blow it off and whatnot. So I'll do that, and we'll come back and we'll work on the neck. All right, I'm done the body, the back side of the body. So I'm still undecided if I'm going to tape off this binding or not. Because I'm going black here, black with purple, it might look kind of goofy. Might add some contrast, not really sure. I'll have to look at some pictures I've seen online of guitars I like. Aside from there, but I'll bet you I'm not going to tape it off, but we'll see. So that's done. I'm going to take it outside shortly, blow all off the dust, and clean this area up. But before I do that, I'm going to do the neck. Not the front, the back, but I'm going to do the headstock here. Just I'm going to be careful here. I might put some tape down, but I'll be careful. I'm professional. And then I'll do the back side. It's kind of weird on the back side because I don't know if I want to really stain it or not. I kind of like the when it's smooth. It's just easier to go up and down the neck when you're playing. Yeah, that's one thing I'm worried about. But I'm just gonna put a light coat on, so when you're rocking, it doesn't, you don't get the friction that you don't want. So I'm gonna work on this. I'll put it in fast motion for a little bit just so it looks cool, and then yeah, we'll take it from there. But I think I might have to do is I'm gonna have to tape this up first because I don't want to hit this when I'm doing it. So I'll do some taping, and you guys could watch a little bit of that because that's fun to watch. All right, taped up. I'm going to start sanding. Use the 220 and then 320. Go with the grain, and you'll see that clear will come off. Remember, it's white. So if you're painting this a solid color, you'd really just have to scuff this and paint over top. But I want to get the stain in the green, and then it'll clear it, it'll pop out, look really cool. You'll like it. I've seen a few people do paint jobs on their guitars on YouTube. A lot of people have done a really good job. They look really great. I've maybe seen just a handful of them that are kind of borderline, but they all look good. I think what happens is the ones that I've seen, they clear coat them, and after they clear coat them, they don't really do the polishing steps that well, in my opinion. I just want to make sure I get the stain on and clear. And when I put the clear on, I'm going to scuff it. I'm going to put coats on and layer it. This way, when I come around with my sandpaper, I could polish it. I could do my polishing steps. I'll have a lot of clear to work with. That'll be another video at the end when I polish it all. But we'll just start off with this. I don't know if I'm going to make one long video on this, or I might just do some stages. But maybe I'll just do some stages, so you could either watch the whole thing or you could skip it. It'd be kind of cool to watch it all. You can hang out with me and see what this is all about. This is going to be a cool build, my first build. Kind of pumped. Never done one before. I figured, you know, it's March 9th right now. I'm up in Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada. And yeah, we just had some snow the other day. Maybe a foot, couple inches, but enough that I had to take the plow and the snowblower out. So I figured this is a good time because the weather is going to start breaking. Tomorrow it's going to be, I think, +4 or +6 and sunny and nice all week. So it's a nice spring project. When I spray this, I could spray it outside. You know, it'd be cool. Yeah, I'm going to continue sanding this. Put it in fast forward motion. Put some funky music on. Stick around. All right, I'm almost done. I'm going to take these outside, blow them off with compressed air. Then I'm going to come here and clean up the workbench. And then we're going to start staining. We'll do the back side of the body. I just got to rig it up so when I do it, I have somewhere it will sit and dry. It will take a little bit of time to dry. And then after the stain dries, you can put the clear coat on. Just using the rattle can clear for now. And then we'll go from there. So when I come back, this should be all nice and clean. Ciao. Stick around. All right, I'm back. So I took some compressed air to this. I blew it all off. I'm just going to take a damp rag and wipe it off and look really close, inspect it, make sure I got a lot of that rattle can clear off. You can see where there's a little bit of imperfections here from, I don't know, machining it or cutting this, but looks like I smoothed them out. I may smooth this out a little more to see how it is, but it looks pretty good first cut, but might have to sand a little here and there, but I won't bore you with that. So once I'm all done and ready for stain, start staining. I'm excited about that. I'll be back. All right, we're ready to do some staining. So I just, like I say, clean this off. I just put it on a can with a rag underneath it so it doesn't scratch. I'm using Angelus, Angelus. It's a leather stain. Read some stuff off the internet. There's a couple of really good guys that do a lot of videos and with painting, and learned a lot from him. So this stuff here, yeah, shake well, and we'll see how it works. All right, so this comes with a little applicator. I'm going to see how that works. And I'll use a rag here and spin it around. Like I say, it's the back side, so if something goes wrong, it'll be easy to fix, or easier to fix. This is kind of cool what they got here on the back. It says open this up, close this box, and this fits in there just like that. So keep shaking it. See if you get the camera angle on there. This is not a sponsored video. I wish it was, but maybe one day. So I'm going to dip this in here, do the little spot on the edge just to see where it's at and what it will look like. I'm just going to try that little piece, the rag, swirl it around and get it in the grains of wood. It looks pretty cool so far. Take a look. I don't know if this is going to set up on me or whatnot, but I'll just keep putting it in here. It looks like a little goes a long way. I kind of like the applicator. I know I have it behind the camera, but it's just easier for me to dip it in here. Dip it in here. I'll put it here. Well, you still can't see it anyways. I'm not worried about getting any in the inside cavity. I'm going to try to get some conductive primer for the inside cavity. Act as a shield for the electronics. If I get some in the cavities, not a big deal. Then I have some steel wool. Later on I could use. And some guys do that. It actually picks up the green on here pretty good. I'm kind of liking what I'm seeing so far. Let me know what you guys think. This is my first one. Yeah, I've painted before in my life, but I've never done a guitar. I've done some wood before. He's going to teach people how to paint. But let's just give this a shot. I'm not worried about the binding there because, like I say, I could sand it off, wash it off, clean it off, whatever, before I do the top. Remember, I just wanted to do the bottom here and see how it is, just so once the bottom is done, I could work on the top and take it from there. And remember, I do have some purple too, so it's gonna look good. And I've seen how the guys, how they do it with the steel wool. Wow, that looks wicked. But I want to have this. I want to have on the back. I want to have it darker than lighter, if that makes sense to you guys. I could have used like a solid black paint, I guess. But since I have this dye, I forget how much the dye was. Right? I got it off of Amazon, and I think it came from a guitar place in the US. I'm not sure, but a little goes a long way so far. But I guess I can't say cameraman these days, a camera person, to show you around everything. It'd be easier, but I'll just try to spin this around as much as I can. I don't want to scratch it. I just want to put a little here. The stain that would go in here, it wouldn't be that much to cause any issue. But yeah, I'm just gonna take it, dip this little applicator. This is cool. So this is actually leather stain, it says. But I kind of like it. Oops, kind of putting too much on there. I went to some big box stores and I looked at some other stuff, which I guess is fine. I went to a hobby store. I looked at some water-based stains, but I don't know. The reviews weren't really that great on there, and like I said, this wasn't really that much money to do. So I figure I'll go with what the pros know. So how I'm going to do the front, I'm going to do a burst. So I'll have black around the edges, and then I'll put the purple in the middle. On here, I'm going to have a lot of black, and I'm just going to put a little bit of purple just to see how it is. I'm liking this. I think it looks cool. I'm just going to put a little more on here because I have some on the applicator. Maybe we'll darken it up a little bit. Yeah, like this stuff goes a long way. I'll make sure I get the bottom good, the top and sides. And then when I take the steel wool to it, it'll even look cooler. Let's start here and see where we end up. Like I say, I finished it with 320 grit sandpaper, going with the grain of the wood. I may have to wait a little bit for this to dry before I take this steel wool. So I put anyone to sleep yet? Hope not. You can't rush paint, it takes time. You know, it's weird. Everybody thinks you could rush paint, do a quick paint job, but then when it doesn't turn out good, people complain because the first thing they look at is the finish. So don't rush paint. And remember, paint, it's spelled P-A-I-N-T. They put the T on the end just to make it less painful, because if you take the T off of paint, it's pain. And there's a lot of pain in paint. Hope you like that one. It's kind of like maybe a dad joke, dad paint joke. This is looking good so far. I'm liking it. Like I say, I put clear coat on here, it'll pop out. And I'm going to put some of the purple in here. Yeah. I like that. Looking good. Make sure the top is done really well, because when you're playing guitar and you look down, what do you see? This part. So I'm just trying to get whatever on this applicator. Cool. Okay, I'm going to set this aside now. Take a look. Not a big deal that I got some on the front. Remember, I'm going to be sanding the front off and doing the front. I'm just doing the back, so when I kind of put it together, it's protecting the front. It's most important. I think that looks good. All right, let's check out the neck. Oops. Okay, start the back and then I'll do the front. Like I say, just a little goes a long way here. I'm okay with that. Back side there. I shouldn't say I'm okay with that like I don't care. I do care. I want it to look good. Like I said, if you guys haven't subscribed, please do. As of me doing this, I've got 725 or 27 subscribers. Kind of excited about that. You know, I don't take them for granted. I started this channel a few years ago. You know, it's actually, if you look at some of my old videos, doing guitar lessons for beginners and stuff, but I kind of evolved, did some guitar stuff, some gear stuff, a lot of live concerts. Kind of been fortunate to go to some really good concerts and capture some good video. Yeah, I even had one of the bands that I videotaped for. They sent me an email and they asked me if they could use one of my videos for one of their official videos that they did. And they also used another one of my videos for some A-roll for one of their other songs. I thought that was really cool. You know, it was nice that they reached out and things were good. Wow, this is looking good. And once it has the clear coat on here, it's going to pop. This here looks a little blotchy to me. It's the back side, but once I take the steel wool to it, I think I'll be okay with that. All right. All right, so this is what it looks like. It's drying a little bit. I had a little mess here. I was doing the holes a little bit, but yeah, it looks a little funky there. I'm okay with that. So I'm going to use some steel wool here. 0.0000 fine wool, steel wool. And I'm going to kind of massage it in there and we'll see what it looks like. Put my gloves back on. And then after I do this, I may put another coat on here, or I might just put that purple on there and see how that goes. So steel wool, just round and round we go. Lightly let the steel wool do the work. Hopefully it's dry enough. Yeah, it looks like it's dry enough. You can kind of see it's doing some work. Yeah, see that? Probably hard to see on the camera, right? Maybe what I'll do is I'll do this and I'll fast forward it and then we'll see what it's like. Wow, take a look at that. I think that looks cool. Wow. With the purple on here, it's going to look really good. Continue on, fast forward. See, what's good about this is you're seeing the stain go into the grain of the wood. Versus painting it, you might think like, oh my goodness, you took too much off. Well, if I wanted this totally dark black, I would just use black paint. But it's neat to see the little bit of the wood kind of looks cool. So I'm going to put that purple on now and on top and see how it is. And if it's too much purple, then I just put another coat of black on and I keep kind of doing what I'm doing here and it will look cool. So I will continue on and I will do the neck and then we'll take a look at it when we get back, okay? Before I move along, remember I was talking about the back of the neck, how it was a little blotchy and whatnot? So I'm going to sand the back and we'll see how it is because I think it's going to look really cool, just like the body there. Wow, this is going to look really cool. Whoa. See those little spots on there? They don't look so bad after all. Look, I don't know if you can see that. But I could use this steel wool. Steel wool. I'm going to actually take this piece of tape off after. So I lined it up. I got to put a little more of that stain there. Whoa, doesn't that look wicked? I think that's so cool. Okay, I'll be back. All right, let's work on the purple now. Pull this off. Clean it up a little bit. We got the purple in here. Shake well. Remember, this is harmful if swallowed. So read the label on the bottle. So be careful with this when you're around kids or around crazy adults. You know, don't want anyone to get hurt. Be safe. So I'm going to put purple on here and see what it looks like. If it looks good, we'll go with it. Looks bad, we'll go with it. This purple looks really cool. I don't know if you could see that on there, but let's give it a shot and see where this takes us. I'm nervous. Do the back side. I'm going to try to get a coat on, then rub it on. I'll do the sides after I do the back. We're looking so good. Try to get it on as much as I can. I'm going to do the sides. I gotta hurry a little bit because I don't want it to dry all the way before I start rubbing it. Turn this around. Be careful. Careful. I could have done a better job of cleaning off some of the metal shavings, but it is what it is. All right. Let's get this rag in here and work it in there. And we'll let it dry. And then we'll see if we're going to have a black guitar or a purple guitar. Like Arnold Schwarzenegger once said, break the rules, not the law. I don't know if he said that, but it sounds cool. Heard from my buddy Steve-O. My buddy Steve-O, he's a guitar player. Motivational guy. Rocks. Yeah, so this looks, I guess it's hard to see. Purple in there. So we're going to let this dry. We're going to let this dry. And then see what we got to do. So I'm just going to set this to the side here. And I'm going to do the neck. I got my piece of tape here. There we go. Do the neck. Like I said, if it doesn't look like the way I want it to look, we'll fix that. I like this black, so hopefully it'll look good. If it's that bad, I could always just get in the screen here. Let's see if I'm in shot. Let's lift this up a little bit. If it looks that bad, this could be a giveaway guitar. But I'm not ready to make that decision yet. I'm not even going to be talking about that. Maybe once I hit the 1,000 subscribers, I get monetized for my videos. The money that I make from the videos will go into builds like this, and I could probably do that. But I think that looks kind of cool. Purplish. Let's let this dry and see where it takes us. Stick around. All right, this actually looks pretty cool the way it is. I could probably put some clear coat on there, but I'm just going to give it a little light steel wool, and then we're going to see what it's like. The way it's looking to me right now is I might have to put just a little more black on here. But let's just lightly do it and see what it is. Okay. I don't want to take too much off because I want it in the green, but I don't want to take it all off. Like I say, I've never done this before. And if things go really bad on this, the worst that I could do is just let this dry and take a sander or some sandpaper and just sand it off and start again. It's not the end of the world. You know? It looks pretty good though. You can see I'm just taking a little bit too much off there, and you could see some of the imperfections of the wood, but you know, sometimes that's good to have. It's, you know, you don't want it perfect. Like say, if we wanted it perfect, we'd do it a solid color and it would look really good. Check this out. Do some fast forwarding now. Don't want to bore you. All right, let's do the neck. I think I might put another coat of black on. And I should have maybe sanded the raw wood better, but it will look okay. It'll look okay. I could always sand it to my liking. Looks cool. Once I put clear coat on here, you'll see and I will spray a little bit of clear on here. Yeah, I just don't like the neck here that much. I'm gonna put some black on there, but I'm gonna work on this a little bit. Then hopefully it will pop the purple. Hopefully the purple will pop out. Yeah, like look at that. Is that cool or what? What I'm going to do here later, I'm just going to put black marker in there. Maybe I could poke this in here. Yeah, I can. There we go. Okay, we're going to let that dry up. Over here. And then we're going to do this side. The back side. I still have lots of this left, which is good. So I'm going to do the back, yeah, and the sides. All right, I'm back. You can see it's black. I could just leave it like that, but I kind of want to take a little bit of steel wool to it and see what it looks like. Even the back here. So let's check it out. Nice and light. I just want a little bit, so this might take some time to reveal what's underneath here. So again, I'll fast forward things up so I don't have to bore you with my talking. I'm just starting to see the wood a little bit through here, so I'm just gonna take it easy. Remember, it's stain, not paint. I don't really see any of the purple in here, but might have to put a little bit of the purple back in. This is okay. We got time. Yeah, Yeah, I think I'm going to put a coat of purple on here. I thought maybe some of the purple would pop out, and I wanted it to, but work on the back of the neck. See how this is. This one I'm not really going to take lots off because of those little spots I'm not really a fan of. That looks pretty cool. Like I said, I think I'm just going to put a coat of purple on here. See what it looks like, and I might just leave it like that. I think that looks really cool. And this will look really cool. Yeah, I think I'm going to buy another one of these kits. I might get one from Alibaba. I was thinking of doing like an Ibanez Gem style guitar, but putting some other pickups in there and kind of making it look like my own. Wow. I'm gonna wipe this. I think I'm gonna like this more purple than black. Give it a light wipe. Soak her in. All right, I think I'm where I'm at, where I want to be at. I'm going to put some clear on here. It's really hard to see, probably, 4K camera, but I'm just going to, like I say, I'm just going to put a quick coat of clear on, and then when I put the guitar together, well, without the electronics in, I'm going to hang it up, and I'm actually going to scuff this rattle can clear, and I'm going to put a few good coats of some really good clear on here, and then polish it all up, put the electronics in it, and then we'll rock out with it and see how it is. I'm not going to take the steel wool this because I kind of like this and I think it's going to pop. So I'm just going to go in another room, do the headstock kind of really quick, and come back and show you what it will look like. And then another day I'll work on the front. Like I said, I just want to do the back, the front. Then I'll have this all masked off. The front's a little tougher to do. It's got this maple veneer on here. It looks really cool, the pattern. So that's really what I wanted to get done today. So when I come back, I'll have this clear coated. Stick around. You can kind of see the look I'm kind of going for. It's really hard to see in this light, but yeah, it'll look good. And there's, like I say, there's a utility coated clear on here. So when I work on it, I can put it together, then I can give it a nice final sand, and then I could apply other coats of clear. I'll put some good clear on here, and then I'll cut and polish it, and it will look really, really nice. We hope. All right, so I just put a coat of clear on here. I just want to kind of show you. I could put a light on here. The color, not the finish, because we're gonna sand this down and put it in, but not too bad. A little bit of blotch there, but you can see with the light. I hope you can. Doesn't look too bad. All right, so I put that first utility coat of clear on. It's gonna look all orange peel and yucky. I'll wait till we polish that. That'll look really good. I just want to kind of show you guys the color. I think it's going to look good in the front. So I'm going to let this dry here overnight. And we'll see when we do the front. All right. All right. Again, thanks for watching. I don't want to really mess it up, but That's the color. I think it's going to look really good. This will dry and it will probably look a little uglier. The thing with wood, you got to keep layering and layering because the wood's porous, even though you sand it. But I like that purple in there. So I think I'm going to do the black, purple, the same kind of idea on the front. But yeah, we'll let this dry here. And again, thanks a lot. Please subscribe, like, share, tell a friend. And if you're into guitar building, let me know, and let's start a little community and network with each other and get some tips and tricks. But anyways, thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next video. Rock on. Yeah.